What is up, Pal Fam, and welcome to day 33 of Countdown to FIDE 100. My name is Paul Emmanuel Habaradas, aka Paul POW. Year 1956 gets things into a high mood. In the first few years, there was Jose Raul Capablanca, there was, who are they, like, Alexander Alekhine, and so on. Now, in the 1956, new players are taking over the chess world in the year 1950s and 60s, maybe 70s, something like that. Today, we'll take a look between Donald Byrne and Robert James Fischer, also known as Bobby Fischer. Yes, that's right. Whoa, that is not the board I'm finding. This board. This is gonna be a 41 move game with nothing much, just short and sweet, but we'll take a look about Byrne Fischer game. So, shall we proceed? Let's go. The game starts with knight f3. Unusual. But if that happens to me, because I don't usually do knight f3, I sometimes do like e4. Yeah, I always do e4. When I go knight f3, I can expect that my opponent's going to move d4. He's going for the queen opening, but what would have thought? So knight f3, knight f6, c4, g6, knight c3, bishop g7, d4, castles, bishop f4, d5, queen b3, d takes, queen takes, c6, e4, knight bd7, rook d1, knight b6, queen c5, bishop g4, bishop g5. Yeah, Donald Byrne made a mistake on this bishop g5. I think it does, but let's take a look with bishop e2, knight fd7, queen a3, and then bishop takes f3, and then she takes f3. Now, if he castles, it's unsafe. That's the problem for the white. So why didn't he do like this? Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing much, but I don't understand. You can also go h6 probably, but I don't know. Going back, and there's e6, h4, knight f6, queen b3, and knight h5. And then I guess if he goes on, here goes to takes, but what if not? I can probably say bishop g5 and then bishop here. Yeah, I was thinking about it. And if he goes back there, he can either move the rook. With the bishop g5 mistake of Donald, Bobby made a move with knight a4, not to be confused with the Bobby in Paper Mario the Origami King. We're not talking about that. Bobby Fischer, or Robert James Fischer, but I just rather call it Bobby Fischer, as many people know. Knight a4, black's position gets better, and then queen a3, and then they exchange, knight takes e4. Wow. Threatening this and this, and if he goes to take it, and he goes on to take this, and then takes, so he gets the free pawn. With the queen a3, knight takes, b takes, and knight takes e4. However, that knight takes e4 goes to capture this, that bishop takes e7. The big problem is this and this. They are in a double attack, and this bishop is defended by this a3 queen. So queen b6, bishop c4, knight takes, bishop c5. How I wonder if why he didn't go like takes. I think it's a terrible move. Oh, he cannot capture, so it goes bishop, and then queen c1. That's what I'm thinking. I think so. Back to bishop c4. There's knight takes e3. Sacrificing the knight. That is crazy. And let's see if he takes it. And then... what's a good move? It's a bit danger, but the world is getting crazy. Oh, bishop. And then... probably queen takes f3. I think it's not good to pin. So what should be the good? No, not bishop h8. Oh, rook a e8. So they cannot go for this because it's check. Interesting. Now I realized why is it like he didn't do. Oh, let's find out. If he goes here. Oops. If he goes here. And then probably like when he takes it, there's knight c3, I think. Yeah, but he does queen b6 instead. Back to bishop c5. There's rook fe8 and then king f1. Losing the castling rights because there's no choice. Even if you go right here, it's still gonna be check and then king. Wow. King f1, bishop e6, and Donald made a mistake of again with bishop takes b6. So he let the queen to be given away. Bishop e6 and then bishop takes b6. Wow. Why if he does like this and queen takes, b takes, bishop. Wow. Bishop takes, rook takes. What is g3, b5 and c takes b6. I think black is getting better in this position, but I wonder why he does like to let the queen go away. And then bishop takes c4. White is... black is winning. Then goes king g1 and then knight e2. King f1. Knight takes d4. King g1, knight e2, king f1. Knight c3. I think it's negotiating for a draw, but no. And then queen b4. Rook a4. Queen takes... knight takes d1. Now he gets the free rook. h3, rook takes a2, king h2, knight takes rook e1, and then queen d8, king f8, knight takes e1, bishop d5, knight f3, queen, knight e4, queen b8, b5, h4, h5, knight e5, king g7, and king g1. So he's giving up most of the pieces. Let's take a look. The remaining piece for Donald was this. That counts as 9, 12, 13, 14. For Fischer, it's 3, 4, 5, 8, 11, 14, 19. So apparently, I don't know how, like the captured, how many captured pieces was that, but I realized there was something below. So the queen, that's 9, and then the rook for black is 5, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's a 1 rook and 2 bishops and 3. I think it's much higher than a queen itself. So it's a mate in 21. The engine is so crazy and excited. And then queen c7, king g8, queen d8, knight d6, king h1, and knight f5. I think it's all over. This queen can't handle. So with king g1, there's bishop c5. It's about to be done. King f1, knight g3, king e1, bishop b4, king d1, knight, bishop b3, king c1, knight e2, king b1, knight c3, and it's over. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. That is so crazy right now. No way, that was like, I didn't expect that to be crazy after all. I was just like, Bobby Fischer, I think he's just 13 years old. How old was he when it was in 1956? Let me take a look. So he was born on 1943, so that's... So he's 13 years old just keeps on sacrificing the queen and then all of the stuff. That is absolutely crazy. You wouldn't, I just still wouldn't believe it. Wow. That is like, I don't know what to say. But let's just conclude. This is absolutely crazy to find out this game between Donald and Bobby. But we'll find out what happens next tomorrow. But it's a different game anyway. But thank you so much for watching, POW fam. Be sure to subscribe and become a Patreon member at patreon.com/PaulPower. Subscribe to my vlog channel, POW Vlogs. Follow me on Twitch, Paul Habaradas, X Paul Habaradas, TikTok Paul Habaradas, Instagram Paul Power YT, Threads Paul Power YT, as well as Facebook Paul Power YT. Enjoy the Discord community, and when you buy any plan in Chess Mood, don't forget to click the link in the description to get 20% off when you buy any plan, if it's Essential or Pro, because prices are so up high. And yes, I'll see you tomorrow at the countdown to video 100.